let's dive right in. We're about to explore a world that's usually hidden in shadows and myths. So I need you to do something for me. Take every story you've ever heard about the Jinn, the scary campfire tales, the genies in a bottle, and just park it for a minute. We're going to look at what's really going on behind the curtain.
So let's just start with this one powerful question. What if all those things you've been told, all those ideas you have, what if they're not just incomplete, but maybe completely off the mark?
Because the reality of their world is so much stranger and honestly way more fascinating than any folklore. This isn't about scaring you, it's about understanding a piece of our world that's been misunderstood for a very, very long time.
To really get a handle on the Jinn, we gotta zoom out first. We need to see where they fit in the grand scheme of creation. And believe it or not, it's actually pretty simple when you break it down. See, all of creation can be sorted into two main buckets. First, you've got the walkers. That's us, humans, and pretty much every animal that lives on the ground. Simple enough. But then you have the flyers. Now, don't just think of birds here. A flyer is any being that moves through a medium. So yeah, birds fly through the air, but fish fly through water. And this is where it gets really interesting. Both angels and jinn fall into this exact same category.
All right, so they're flyers. Got it. But what does that actually mean? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Think of this next part as your own personal field guide to the Jinn. What are they made of? Where do they hang out? And what's on the menu? The answers are probably not what you're expecting. The source material for the Jinn is something called Marj min Nar, which literally translates to a smokeless fire. But here's the thing, don't picture a bonfire or a raging flame. It's much more subtle, like a pure, invisible form of energy. And this is so crucial because this origin is what makes them unbelievably light, almost weightless, which allows them to exist as beings of the air.
So that completely rewrites where they live. You can forget all about the spooky abandoned houses and creepy ruins from the stories. No, their true home, their natural habitat, is the Earth's atmosphere itself. And think about it, this makes perfect sense when you remember the story of Prophet Solomon. He was given power over the wind. Why the wind? Because by commanding the wind, he was commanding the very medium the jinn inhabit.
And they're not just up there floating around. They actually have a pretty important job. You can think of them as part of a natural cosmic filtration system for our planet. They absorb a specific kind of water from the atmosphere, and in doing so, they keep the air balanced and pure. Their existence is literally necessary to keep our world from becoming, well, a saturated mess.
So what is this water they're absorbing?